Adam was in charge? During a Sunday night church service, one of my former pastors, who I will keep anonymous, said this. My wife was upset because I would not allow her to get her nails done. But you see, Adam was in charge. The man has the rule over his wife. If a man wakes up at 3 a.m. hungry for a sandwich, then she has to get up and make it for him. Seriously? The preacher who said this was the assistant pastor of the church I attended at the time, and I heard him make that statement to the entire congregation with not a peep of objection from anyone. And it shames me to admit this, but not even from me at the time. Sadly, the attitude of that pastor is still perpetuated by Christian leaders today and is what comes from churches promoting the Danvers Statement, which was published in 1987 and is what contemporary complementarianism is still based on. Thankfully, I have been told by pastors that they rejected complementarianism after reading my book on God and women. The Danvers Statement is the spawn of the Council for Biblical Manhood and Womanhood, CBMW, who have been spewing their poison since 1987 when they first published their statement. A former CBMW president stated that God had staked everything on men. I published a short YouTube about this. I will put a link to it in the description of this podcast, and I ask that you watch it and subscribe to my channel. CBMW is promoted and supported financially by thousands of churches worldwide and by Christian media of every kind. Here are just a few. The giant Southern Baptist Convention, and their many churches, Bible colleges, bookstores, and other affiliates, along with most other Baptist conferences and most other Christian denominations and their Bible colleges, affiliates, etc. Well-known Christian television personalities, movie makers such as the Kendrick brothers. 100% of their movies are complementarian, including the movie Facing the Giants, which I still love and which I still watch. Their movie Courageous, I will never watch that movie again. Read my review. I'll put the link below the video in the description. Their movie The Forge, rabid complementarianism. PureFlix streaming, Christian movies, family movies, complementarianism. Moody Bible Institute, complementarian. Moody Bible Radio, everything Moody. Crossway, Christian bookstores. Christianity Today. Famous complementarian authors and pastors include John Piper, Charles Stanley, John MacArthur, Randy Alcorn, Max Lucado, Nancy Lee DeVos. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. The list goes on. Just to set the record straight, my former pastor was wrong. Complementarians are wrong. Adam was not in charge. In fact, God never gave the first man the mandate to manage the earth and its resources until after the first woman was created. The mandate was then given to the first couple together. They were given equal dominion over the earth and its resources. The mandate for dominion of the earth was given to all humans, who, at the time of their creation, were called Adam, A-D-A-M, pronounced Adam. It's a Hebrew name. Adam was not a personal name for the first man, but rather what Elohim called both of the first mortals. And by extension, it was the name he gave to the entire human race. Genesis 3:16 also does not place the man in charge. The verse is descriptive, not prescriptive. It is a prophecy and a warning. It was never a mandate. The man was never placed in charge of the woman. I am Jocelyn Anderson, and I challenge the status quo with often non-traditional and out-of-the-box approaches to biblical understanding. I write and speak on a variety of subjects, including Bible prophecy, God and women, and Christian response to domestic violence. If you would like to learn more about the topic of God and women, the link is in the description of this podcast to my I'm sorry. The link is in the description to my column on God and women. I invite you to become a free or paid subscriber. Thank you so much for listening.